if you receive PIP or you're about to claim PIP and you have a physical condition where you need to use aids or equipment, for example, if you have to use a handle to pull yourself up from the toilet, or you have to sit when you're in the kitchen to prepare a meal, or you have to use a sock aid or something, or you've got like a raised toilet seat, anything like that, anything where you use something to help you because of your physical condition, you need to watch this video, because if the government implement the changes with this green paper, this 4-point rule, you're going to lose your PIP. They want to implement this 4-point rule from next year. So that would be for new claims and reviews. And the 4-point rule is basically, in daily living, there's 10 what they call activities. So 10 sections. If you do not score 4 or more points in one of those activities, from 2026, for new claims and reviews, they will remove your funding. So watch this video, because I'm going to explain it all to you so you totally understand it. I'm also going to explain what we can do to fight this, because it's bullshit. Okay, I can't. My mum just recently had a stroke, so my head's a bit all over the place, and been trying to get this video done for weeks. So I don't think I said who I am. I'm Charlie, and I've helped over 150 people win their PIP claims, and I received PIP myself, so I do know what I'm talking about. Let me show you how the scoring system and how you've probably been scored. So before I do, sorry, this is going to be a bit garbled. Just bear with me. Like brain fog, fatigue, bad pain. We'll just work with me. When I say physical conditions, I mean arthritis, COPD, if you've had a stroke, any condition that results in pain, fatigue, or limits your physical movement. So it could be you have cerebral palsy and one side of your body is impacted. Could be that you've got severe hand pain. Anything like that, this is what I'm talking about. So let me show you the scoring system and what you've probably scored, or if you're doing a new claim, where you will likely score. And we're just talking physical conditions. I'm not talking anything to do with mental health, because I've got a separate video that's already out. You can watch that. With daily living, we're going to go through the 10 categories. So preparing food. A lot of us that have physical conditions need to use an aid. Now, this could be that you have to sit down. This could be that you use a chopping aid due to hand pain. By the way, I've just realised I haven't said this. What I think has happened is I think the government is absolutely using the 4-point rule to target people with mental health conditions, which I've done a video on, right? I think when it comes to those of us with physical conditions, some people that do not know what it's like to live with chronic illness have told the powers that are currently running the country that if we use an aid, we're independent. We're fine. Now, I could hear you saying to me, Charlie, I'm not fine. I'm not fine. It still hurts. Pain doesn't go away. Yes, okay, if I have a shower and I'm sat on a chair and then I have to use a handle to pull myself up, or I'm holding a handle for dear life when I'm in the shower, I'm not all right. Afterwards, I'm exhausted. It knocks me off my feet. It's horrendous. I am not all right because I'm using an aid. I know, but they don't seem to get it, and it's doing my nutting. It's so good talking to people that understand. So we're dealing with people that don't understand, okay? I'm going to go into it. I'm so worried about it. But sorry, my phone's on because the hospital might call and the stroke team and everything else. So, and I haven't really got energy to edit. So you're probably watching me chat to you right now because I haven't edited it as tightly as what I normally would. So sorry. But I know you get it. Thank fuck. Okay. Right. What am I doing? Get to the point. Points. Get to the point. So I've already vented about us using an aid doesn't mean we're all right. Okay. So preparing food is 2 points. Do they give those points? Yes, they do. So that would be 2 points. Most people get 2 points, right? Now, don't forget, in this government green paper, they're not targeting mobility. They're just targeting the daily living aspect of PIP, okay? Taking nutrition, for those of us with hand issues, hand pain, then it's normally using an aid like the chunky cutlery. It could be anything, any sort of chopping aid, or the beakers with the handles. Sometimes I have to use those for drinking. Not at the moment. Yay. chunky cutlery all the time. So normally we would get 2 points. Do they give those? Yes, they do. Okay, they're really good. And when I say do they give these, obviously this is with you evidence in it. So I've got really good videos on evidence. So make sure you watch those, because let me come back to you. I hope you're watching this. Well, obviously you're watching this because you're watching me now. The most recent video I did on evidence, the 2 videos on evidence, right? Fuck me, it's making a difference in claims. The way that I'm doing evidence now is making a huge difference. I don't think I'm going to have the energy for at least a couple of weeks, because my mum's just come home. It's, what date is it? 9th of May. I'm going to do another video on evidence because I cannot tell you how much it is helping people's claims. It's like the key to PIP. The key to PIP is the evidence I'm doing now, and it is difficult to do. But when we nail it, oh, it's making such a difference to my clients. So I'm going to share it with you as well. Okay, so that's coming. So these points, obviously, you've got evidence to get these points. Yeah, it's no good just saying, well, I use a seat in the shower, but your physical condition doesn't match the need for a seat in the shower. Okay, so we've done taking nutrition, right? Managing therapy. So most people screw this one up. Okay, this is about how much time someone or people spend supporting you, prompting you, assisting you. Okay, so in this, most of the time for physical conditions, basic physical conditions, it's 1 point. Okay, if someone is spending, or people are spending less than 3.5 hours a week, it might be 2 points. Okay, so I've made it amber because although I've said 1 point here for using an aid, which is our pill pot, right? Or the pill cutters, stuff like, oh fuck, or like these pill cutters if you have to have half tablets. By the way, that's the best one I've ever seen. Most of the time we just get the points for that. They don't like to give more points in this section. Okay, so washing and bathing. If you are using a handle to get into the bath or into the shower, or you've got a seat in the bath or shower using an aid, or you've got something because you can't bend forward because of COPD or degenerative disc disease, something going on with your spine, whatever it is, if you can't get to your feet and you're using something to clean your feet, any sort of equipment or something you're holding on to would count as an aid. So that would be 2 points. Do they give these points? Yes, they do. They do. They are extremely fair in my experience. Oh, fuck, I keep forgetting I'm the bottom right hand side on the screen. They're extremely fair with people with severe physical conditions, right? They really are. No matter what people are saying online and all that, I've helped a lot of people, and I always find that they are very, very fair in this area. Okay. Sorry, although they don't give the right points initially, that doesn't change. Okay. So managing toilet needs, using an aid or appliance. So this is if you've got a raised toilet seat, frame around your toilet, if you're using a bottom buddy, if you're using, if you wear pads, if you're incontinent, all of that is aids or appliance, okay, which would be 2 points. I must say that the assessors, again, in my experience and that of my clients, is when it comes to incontinence, they are extremely supportive, really understanding, okay? Do they give these points? Yes, they do, okay. Dressing and undressing. So this is if, for example, you're using a sock aid because you can't bend because you've got like severe asthma or COPD, and when you bend forward, you can't breathe. Or those of you with the back conditions where you're not bending forward, right? Socks are evil. We all know this. So any sort of aid like that, if you're, say, for example, you're using a little stool to put your foot on so your foot is closer to you, using an aid. Do they give these points? Yes, they do. Okay. Now, communication, we're talking about physical conditions, so it would be 0 points, reading 0 points, mixing with people face to face. Those points are only really given for mental health conditions in the bulk, in the main, right? Managing budget is understanding what money is, no points. So what points would they give you? It's 11. For this example I've done for using an aid, just an aid is 11 points. Okay, with me so far? Now, if they implement the 4-point rule, you have to have 4 points or more in one of those areas. So let's just triple check it. So preparing food. Oh, fuck me. Oh, come on, brain. Preparing food, 2 points. So we're looking for a 4 and above to keep the funding, which is life-changing, and we depend on it. Okay, 2 points. Nope, losing the funding. No, losing the funding. 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 Ah! I'm going to try and be objective and not be angry. It's not going to work. I don't even know why I'm saying it. Right. So based on the government's new proposals, which aren't guaranteed yet, we are fighting it. Activists, the charities out there are fighting it, and now I believe quite a lot of MPs are fighting it. Which, please watch what can we do to fight this, because we can't just let this happen. Even though we haven't got the energy, it's already hard enough just getting dressed, let alone doing all this shit. Right. So I kind of forgotten where I'm up to. So with the government's current proposals, they are basically saying that if we have a condition and we're using an aid to maintain our independence, it's called personal independence payment, for sake. If we are using an aid, it means we're fine. And they're going to remove the funding if this goes ahead. Now, me and you, we know whether you are the person suffering from chronic illness like me, or whether you are a loved one watching this for someone else, we know that the people that use an aid and don't blink about it and are getting on with their lives aren't fucking claiming PIP because they're getting on with their lives. For those of us that chronic illness has taken over our lives and everything we do is controlled by chronic illness. We're isolated, we've lost most of our friends, we don't go anywhere, mainly hospital, or like if some of us have got a routine, like we're not going out for lunch, we're not going out for dinner, we're not, doing that type of thing. Or if you are, I'm so happy for you. If you are, like, congratulations. Look, basically, I'm just saying it's bullshit. Like, the fact that they're looking at removing this funding is absolute bullshit, because just because we're using aids, it is not all right. My life is not all right. I'm so grateful of the aids, but like, this is designed to try and keep us independent, and if we can work, then yes. But like, I'm going to move on because I feel like I'm not expressing myself. The words just aren't coming to my head, but I think you get what I'm saying. And I've done so many videos on this bullshit green paper now that I'm starting to lose the will to live, to be honest. What can we do about it? If you've watched the other videos, I am going to talk through the petition and getting MPs on board. If you've already done that, you can skip this bit. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helped. If you haven't seen this before, please watch. It's easy to do. I'm going to show you everything, okay? So first of all, petition. So just go to my YouTube channel, videos. Just click on one of the most recent ones. So let's go on this 1.3 million will lose PIP if this goes ahead. Let's pause. Right, if you go into the description, which is here, see it says petition, click on that. Yes, we want to go to the site. Oh, we need 100,000 signatures. We're over halfway, right? I haven't looked at this since my mum had the stroke, to be honest. So, well, thank you everyone that's done that. So, first name, surname, email. then if you want an update, or if you don't, if you want to keep your name confidential, you can. And then please, because I'm not very good at social media, if you scroll down to the bottom, where are we? Scroll down to here, you can share it. Please share it. We need to share it a lot more. We can't lose pace on this. Just to clarify, that petition is not me being our spokesperson. Petition is we need to be loud enough so that MPs can use it and speak up. Conservatives think we're all scroungers. I might be wrong, but this is my understanding so far because I've had to learn a lot recently. Lib Dems are supporting us, but there aren't enough of them. For Labour, the MPs really they're supposed to toe the party line. So for them to speak up, it means that due to internal politics, when they're trying to get funding for their area or something, they might not. So for the Labour MPs that are speaking up for us, fucking hell, thank you. I'm really sorry. But we appreciate it. And my understanding is quite a few of them are now speaking up. So they're basically putting themselves on the line for us, which is great. And I know it's their job, but it's amazing. That's the petition. Right, now, because we're already talking about MPs, we need to email our MPs. We need to try and get all of our MPs speaking for us. By the way, my MP hasn't come back to me. I sent an email, I've had nothing. I got a standard email saying, we'll come back to you within 5 days. Okay. But to be honest, I was honest that I'm on YouTube and everything. So, if he's not supporting it, or he might just want to stay away from me, that's fine. So same thing in the description. If you go to the website here, click on the website. Yes, we want to leave. This is my website. Click on free stuff. Very posh terminology. Look at me, Ollie. Well, free stuff. MP template. Download it. Oh, download. Here we go. Now, you don't have to use this template. You could just use this as like a starting point, okay? You can tweak it, you can ignore me, whatever you want. So if it's bold like this, it's for you to put your information in, okay? Your MP name. To get your MP name, you just go into Google, find my MP, click on the Parliament one, put in your postcode, and it will come up with your MP and the email address. So the beginning bit is basically that we're really concerned about this 4-point rule. What the MPs need, so the MPs have people called caseworkers that go through their emails and that collate information for them and help them stay on track. So if, for example, you did email your MP and you got a standard response back, do me a favour, just email again. Because most MPs will, every week, they'll at least have a look at their inbox and see what their people, voters, are talking about. So this bit is the most important. How did PIP change your life, right? And if you lost your funding, what would happen? You are unique. I always say it about PIP. To win PIP, you have to make it unique to you. Please be blunt in this. Please be brutal blunt. They need to understand how much PIP helps us. Please don't talk about if you use it for rent, okay? Because what they'll do is they'll just go, oh, well, there's housing benefit. And they will discount everything you've said, okay? I really hope this helps.